Denis, 42, from Belfast, but lived in London for the last 22 years. I found out I was HIV positive 3 years ago, and if I'd known then what I know now, I think I'd have been a hell of a lot more careful. I think, like a lot of people, I just kind of didn't really look at just how life-changing the HIV virus is. And you know, I hadn't been to the doctors for, even my GP, for 12 years prior to finding out that I was positive. And now I'm, going to be under medical attention for the rest of my life. And I think a lot of people treat HIV very casually, and I don't think they necessarily realise the ramifications of what being HIV positive actually is. I went through a period with extremely low self-esteem for a long time, and I was having sex that was riskier, not necessarily always unprotected, but there were certainly times that I was not being careful, and it was certainly a wake-up call for me, but didn't help in terms of building my self-esteem back up. It was, the biggest shock of my life. I thought I was invincible. So many people do. I think there's also the fact that people think there's it's a manageable disease now, which it is. It is manageable, but going to get your bloods done every 3 months and going to see your consultant every 3 months and having to take medication every day for the rest of your life, it's not worth it. It really isn't worth a more sexual experience. I think it really isn't worth it. I've only just started medication 3 months ago, and it's been hell. It's been absolute hell. And I think if you go out and you get drunk and you realise that you're going to have months and months and months of trying to get a medication that's toxic going into your system, getting used to it, and having the shits and losing weight and not being able to sleep and having night sweats, maybe you just think about being a bit more careful and putting a condom on. It's changed my life. I'm very fortunate as our population here in the UK to have an amazing health service, and without the health service and the care that I've had, I wouldn't be here, because I would have thrown myself off a bridge because I didn't know enough about the virus beforehand. And there were many times back when I first got diagnosed that I really did think about killing myself, because I just didn't see a future with HIV. And thank God I didn't do that. And I got great knowledge from my doctors and great support from health advisors and psychology departments at the clinic that I go to. But just, for anyone out there thinking that it's worth just not doing it, not practicing safe sex and having riskier sex, or sharing needles when you're doing drugs together, just don't be daft. Don't take those risks, because it really is, as I said, it's not a death sentence, but it's a life sentence. You can never get away from it. It never goes away.